Hello everyone, this is Tim, and this is going to be a video response to DravenSwiftbow, who did a response to me with my RPG book covers or box tops video. So I wanted to go through and just pick out some of my favorite magazine covers that I could find tucked away in one of my cabinets up in my gaming room. So the first one here is very Dark Sun related. I love Brahms' artwork. You just see the violence and just bloodshed that is about to happen there. I love the artwork, the shading, the musculature. It's all just very appealing. I actually have a second copy of this too. I always wanted to keep it around in case I had to share it with some players if I ever got a chance to run a Dark Sun campaign, and that is definitely on my bucket list. I like scenes on covers that imply something that could actually happen in a campaign. And I also like dwarves. You'll see some more dwarves in the future covers here. But yeah, it looks grimy and wet and cold and look like they're sneaking into something that's fortified and they shouldn't be there. That or escaping somewhere. Maybe they broke out of some sort of prison. But yeah, dwarves and fantasy scenes like this are cool to look at. This next cover has some more dwarves. I love the autumn sort of look to it. The trees in the background without leaves. All the leaves on the forefront there. And yeah, it has the Viking helmet thing, but it just makes me think of maybe they're being pursued. Someone wants the chest. They're finally breaking out of the mega dungeon with all their loot that they want to take back to their homeland. Yeah, it's just, dwarves rule. When I look at this cover, I imagine characters coming into some sort of glade and just seeing this image. The unicorn, I'm not usually a big fan of unicorns, probably because my sister always watched the last unicorn when I was a child. I had my fill of unicorns apparently, but there's something about it. It's the combination of the landscape, the dead adventurer there who's been shot. You get the arrow sticking out of his heart. It's just very cool. It just seems like something that would be fun to describe to the players as they come across this scene. When I first saw this image, I really thought of Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer painting. It has some similarities to it, and I think the artist probably had the same painting in mind when he painted this one up. But it's nice to see some non-fantasy covers on Dragon. Those were the exceptions to the rule. And, yeah, it'd just be bad to see this guy coming out of the mist in some sort of sci-fi or post-apocalyptic setting. A long time ago, my first fantasy setting was Marth Iceworld. I did some videos on that a while back. And in hindsight, I think a lot of these frozen winter, snow-capped covers are the reasons why Marth came into existence. Just seeing images like this with that, looks like an undead giant, are just very appealing to me. It just gives me a chill, I guess you could say. I think about the character there, what their culture was like. And, so we're gonna have some frozen covers coming up after this one as well, but just evocative for me. Here is another cold cover that inspired my Marth Iceworld. I really like the idea of like cold drakes, cold lizards, even though they're like cold-blooded. Some sort of adaptation has happened so that they can survive in the cruel environment. It's just cool. There's someone riding them. I pictured some sort of ranger or guard on the boundaries of some frozen country. But yeah, I really enjoy the frozen cold winter covers. Yep, you guessed it. Another cold cover here. Love the healing that's going on. Perhaps maybe a resurrection spell. You get the giant in the background, just menacing. Just kind of like, oh, wait a minute, what's happening over there? And you kind of wonder if the ritual or spell is going to happen before the giant can come over here and smash her with that club. Yeah, just another evocative cover. Blood on the ice and snow. That warhammer, there's something about the detail on the head of it. It just kind of draws the eye, and I'm not exactly sure what this thing is. It looks like kind of like a snow troll or an ice giant. Something like that. But yeah, the piercings and the beard, it's really cool there. It looks like that poor guy's shield doesn't stand a chance, or that his arm or shoulder or head looks like he's going to be bleeding next on the ice. I'm sure that these chest covers are also, a lot of people's favorites out there. It's just, I just imagine them being like either life size You know, they come across a strange mega dungeon room where, you know, there's some giant like wraith thing watching the game, or maybe has shrunk them down to miniature size. But yeah, you have the White Knight, the Black Knight there. Just a big fan of chess, and you throw some fantasy in it, I'm even more, you know, into it.